Hi, my name is Ryan McDermott, and I'm here at the Getty Museum as I'm going to discuss two very powerful artworks by two different artists. And those works are Vincent Van Gogh's 1889 Irises and Edvard Munch's 1893 Starry Night. So let's get started to our first painting that we're going to see, which is Vincent Van Gogh's Irises. And look at that right there. So, Vincent Van Gogh was born on March 30th, 1853 in Zundert, Netherlands, and died at 37 on July 29th, 1890 in Auvers-sur-Oise, France. In life, Van Gogh made a living as an artist and dreamed of making an artist community at his house in Arles, France. However, only one artist took up his offer, and that was Paul Gauguin. Still, even though he only got one artist to join him, he was delighted to have him and work alongside him. However, these two artists had different views on art, and later on December 23rd, 1888, they would get into a heated discussion where Vincent Van Gogh would have his first mental breakdown and confusingly cut his ear off. And after this, Paul Gauguin immediately returned to France the next day, and unfortunately for Van Gogh, his dreams of having an artist community was shattered. And unfortunately, this would not be the only time he had mental trauma. It would be followed by several more traumatic experiences for Van Gogh, and he would constantly recover from them again and again until in 1890 he would commit suicide by shooting himself in the chest. So that's a little bit about Vincent Van Gogh. So we've viewed his painting for quite a bit, but as you can see, there's lots of people who also want to see Van Gogh's irises as well. So there's also, well, the TV turned off, that's wonderful. Here we go. Vincent Van Gogh's irises. It's currently displayed here at the Getty Museum, Los Angeles, California. To Van Gogh, irises were one of the many things in nature that kept him calm and relaxed. Van Gogh painted these irises during his stay at the mental asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, France. Since he was still recovering, Van Gogh was unable to leave the facility. Therefore, as the irises were blooming during his stay, these colorful flowers were perfect for relaxing painting. In fact, flowers were objects that Van Gogh used to experiment with different colors. Like the intended meaning behind his work, I, as well, feel calmed and relaxed when looking at these blooming irises, as it is one of many of his works that truly express the beauty of nature. So now we're going to head to our next piece, which is 1893, or this is Edvard Munch's 1893 Starry Night. And while I get there, it's gonna take a bit, I'm gonna talk about myself. Like I said, my name is Ryan McDermott, and I am a graphic design major at CSUN. I have a dream of making my own merch business, and I have a theme to it as well. I've been building a portfolio that is of prehistoric creatures living like humans. As a kid, I've always loved dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures, and I will never stop loving them, even till the day I die. And I want to make this happen because I just don't see this idea out in the world, you know? So I want to be the one that brings that idea out there. So I'll put the link to my Instagram below, because I don't have anything official yet. So I've just been promoting my artwork on Instagram. So you want to check that out, feel free to do so. And lately, my sister got me into the art of cosplaying. So I only have one. I don't know how many I'm going to do or how focused I'm going to be of that, but for this year on Halloween, I did Beowulf from Skullgirls. So if you like Skullgirls, check it out. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. And we are about to arrive at Edvard Munch's Starry Night. So a little bit about him. And excuse me, to clear my throat. So here it is. Starry Night. Now, Edvard Munch was born on December 12, 1863 in Adelsbruck, Norway, and passed away on January 23, 1944 in Oslo, Norway. Following the great triumph of French Impressionism, Munch took up the more graphic symbolist sensibility of the influential Paul Gauguin, as we discussed earlier with Van Gogh. And in turn, Munch became one of the most controversial and eventually renowned artists among a new generation of continental expressionists and symbolist painters. During his career, Munch made one of the most significant and enduring contributions to the development of modernism in the 20th century. His nomadic and self-imposed exile's life in Europe from his mid-20s to mid-40s, especially in the cosmopolitan, creatively fertile centers of Paris and Berlin, was undoubtedly vital to the shape of his art. Perhaps more than any other artist, Munch has given pictorial shape to the inner life and psyche of modern man and is thus a precursor in the development of modern psychology. Now that we've learned who Edvard Munch was, as well as how he made a huge impact in the art world, let's take, you've been looking at it for however long it's been. Let's talk about it. Edvard Munch's Starry Night takes place at a beach where he spent most of his summers at Asgard Strand in Oslo, Norway. In this piece, he attempted to capture the emotions displayed by the night sky with different shades of blues, greens, and purples, bringing the melancholic expression of the mystic landscape. Knowing the elements Munch used in his work, I also tend to feel very calm and relaxed when looking at his piece. So yeah, those were Vincent Van Gogh's irises, as well as Edvard Munch's 1893 Starry Night. So to conclude, both artists did everything in their power to keep on going, and they were made legends to this day, as they have many works in multiple museums, not just the Getty Museum. So if you're familiar with either artist and know where they have their works displayed, go check it out. I recommend it. And yeah, but lastly, I will say that Van Gogh had very traumatic mental experiences, and I know a lot of people do have a lot of mental trauma to this day. I mean, I sometimes have that, and so yeah, if you're not feeling yourself, I highly recommend doing something about it, like seeing someone, talk to someone, get the help you need so you can keep going in life, because we're only here once, and you matter. We all matter. We're all important, whether we realize it or not. So anyway, thank you for watching, and God bless.